If you have logged into AWS console recently, you might have noticed on the right hand side something called as Amazon Q. Amazon Q is AWS's sort of AI chatbot which is secure, and it is for business use that can be tailored to your company by plugging into all your popular data sources, AWS or even third party. And there are a lot of other things which you can do with Amazon Q, but primarily what happens is that whenever you are using AWS services, it pops up and you can ask questions about AWS from Amazon Q. Amazon Q is powered by AWS's own large language models and through its service Amazon Bedrock. Just today I stumbled upon this Chrome extension which is open source and it is called as Cumuli. Hope so that is the pronunciation. So what this Cumuli does is it gives you similar experience as to Amazon Q but with GPT-4 Turbo Vision. So instead of using Amazon's own large language models, I think it is Titan or maybe something else, and Bedrock behind the scene, you are using ChatGPT or OpenAI's GPT-4 Turbo large language models. So now this is just a choice. If you want to use AWS's own service, be their guest. But if you are really a huge fan of ChatGPT, then you can use this Cumuli with Chrome extension and then start using it. So of course, if you want to use this Cumuli, you need to have a paid OpenAI account, which means that you would have to pay $20 per month plus the cost of input and output tokens. And I'm not sure how much your usage would be, so the cost really could blow up. Whereas on the contrary, Amazon Q is free at the moment in preview, but as far as I can remember, once it is not in preview, you would have to pay around $20 to $25 US per month, but I'm not really sure about it. But at the moment it's free, and I have a suspicion it might remain free for some time, but don't quote me on that because the service is quite useful and it will entice people to use AWS more. Now, having said that, this is the decision you need to make, that whether you want to use Amazon Q or this. Another difference which I can tell you for sure is that this doesn't get integrated, I mean Cumuli, with other AWS services where you can integrate Amazon Q with other services of AWS. Let me show you this is a GitHub repo which is open source, thankfully. And if you go to the extension page of this Cumuli, this is extension page in the Chrome where you can Chrome Web Store where you can see a lot of other information. There are some reviews too, and there is you can read about it. Okay, now
Not being used or transferred to determine creditworthiness.
okay,
Privacy.
now,
The developer has disclosed that it will not
let
collect or
me
use your
close
data.
this one. Okay, I need to stop it. Let me show you some of the screenshots. So for example, this is on the right hand side, you can see that Cumuli AWS console chat is enabled, and you can talk about the page on the left on the right hand side, and it is going to tell you the chat, your history, and also the config. Similarly, another example where we are talking about AWS services, and this seems like a Route 53 page to me on the left hand side where there are different sort of records. And then on the right hand side you can see that where our name servers for Cumuli.ai managed, and this is quite handy actually, that it is giving you the name server entries here. That is cool. And then for example in this one you can see that this seems like an S3 bucket where you can ask questions about it. And if you look at the question, it says please give me Terraform code that adds bucket versioning to this bucket. That's it. That is quite nice, I would say. You don't have to write, it has a context and everything, and it will generate a Terraform code as per your own bucket. And I believe you can do the same in Amazon Q2, so good to have another option. And similarly you can see that this is a CloudFormation, and then this is where it has given you some of the stuff, and you can ask you can ask more questions around it. Also on their GitHub repo they have this comparison of both Amazon Q and Cumuli which you can read through. So I believe it's just a choice and how much big fan you are of OpenAI, because I believe both services are similar, with Amazon Q of course having the lead at the moment. So that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or stuck, or if you know of any other extension or similar tool, let me know and I'll be happy to review it. That's it. Thanks for watching, and if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much.